Hey, so I told you guys that I would come up with three signs of excessive wear or signs of a weak dock cable. So some things that we typically see out on the lake is if you can see the core. So a 5/8 galvanized cable typically has a hemp core in it. So it provides a flexibility for it to move with your dock system. If you can see that core, it's done. It's done and over for that. So that's number one. Number two is if you're seeing a lot of rust, a lot of corrosion on your system, especially if you're finding it splintering. If you're able to grab your cable and if you bend it and it splinters, that's going to be some really weak points, especially if you can see it at the beach end. Typically we see it about a third of the way down is the weakest point. So it'll look real good up on the beach and it'll look real good down at the anchor. So where we see the most wear and typically where we're going to see those breaks is about 20 to 30 feet past the end of your dock. If you're feeling it's really, really weak when it was really, really taut in the season previous and you didn't do any adjustments or anything like that, you can probably assume that it's broken at that point if you can tug on it really well. So if at any point you're unsure, you can always give us a shout. You can always send us a text message, an email, give me a shout, send us pictures. We can always set up an inspection, or I'm always happy to discuss it and diagnose it over the phone with you. All right? Okay, just a quick recap on your dock cable system and three signs that it's weak. One, you can see the hemp core in it. Two, you're going to see the splintering and the bird caging on it. And three, if you can pull on it fairly easily and you can tug at it and bring a lot of it up, it's probably broken at that point. And one thing I wanted to mention at the end is we typically see our systems break from 7 to 9 years in the Shuswap, depending on where you are. So if it's 10 years old, it's time. It's time to change it. It's time to look at least getting an inspection on it and giving yourself that peace of mind and ensuring that your investment stays where it's supposed to.